Alrighty, here we go. Hey there, everybody, it's the Nasty One here again, and welcome back to the next episode for the Buzzards franchise here in year number 7. Last episode, we took on the Nemesis in our final doubleheader of the season, and we managed to sweep it with ease, 13-8 and 10-3, locking up not only first seed in the playoffs, but also the division title in the same go. So now, here in the final game of the regular season, we're playing against the Crocodons with nothing really to play for other than to keep our 5-game winning streak alive, and to also see if outfield Winkleson, our center fielder, can capture the batting title, because he is only 12 points behind Judah Valdez over on the hot corners. So we're going to have a bunch of backups playing today because we're not really playing for anything. And if you look at the season standings here, Crocodons are basically already locked into playoffs at this point. They just need to play their last game to see what happens. So, really the Crocs are just playing for 3 or 4 seed at this point. They're trying to figure out which one they're going to be. And for us, we're just playing to play. On the mound for the pitching matchup today, Crocs will send veteran Raul Strikes. 7th-year player is 0-3 on the season, 7.16 ERA and a 1.71 WHIP. And on our side, it is 3rd-year pitcher Trenton Deputy, 2-0 with a 3.60 ERA and a 1.25 WHIP. Check that real quick. How many years has he been in the league? He's on 3 or 4. Yeah, he's on 3. Okay, I just wanted to make sure. Alrighty, and here's the lineup we're going to send out today. We're going to be using a lot of our backups that are off the bench. So, leading off at second base will be Nathaniel Hurls, our 6th-year backup. Batting second, backup catcher Jade Norris. Batting third out in right field, Carter Balls Mahoney, who's normally a backup, but with how he's been playing, can't really take him out, especially since he's the team leader in RBIs. Batting fourth in left field is Worry Moore. Batting fifth at first base is still DDP. She's locked in, couldn't take her out of the lineup with how well she's been hitting. Batting sixth, backup first baseman Atticus Macias. He'll be at third base. Batting 7th in center, it is going to be the Wink. And batting 8th, backup utility player Turtle Soto, the rookie. I'm actually going to flop Doherty and Macias here, so that way Doherty can play third, because she's a better fielder than Macias when she's locked in. And then Deputy will be batting 9th on the mound. Let's go. So yeah, we're not really playing for anything here. We're just, playing for pride at this point, keep our winning streak alive and, make the Crocodons' path to the playoffs a little bit harder. Unfortunately, they're already in. Basically, we're just trying to secure them as the 4th seed, which means we would face them in the first round. Alrighty, so it's going to be Wanga, Sosa, and Glenn up first for the Crocs. Leading off is right fielder Narub Wanga, hitting .424 with 2 RBIs on the season. This is our 3rd matchup here against the Crocs in the regular season. I believe we split a doubleheader against them earlier this year. Either that or we swept it. I'm not entirely too sure. Pitching match line for Deputy this season. He's 2-0 in his 3 starts with a 3.60 ERA and a 1.25 WHIP. He's thrown 20 innings, so just under 7 innings a start. 8 earned runs given up with 25 hits surrendered, 11 strikeouts, and 1 homer. His batting average against is 3.16 on the year. Lineup for the Crocodons looks like this. After Wanga, it is catcher Finley Sosa. Second baseman Elsa Glenn batting 3rd. Batting 4th is locked in shortstop Mario Mustachio. Batting 5th at first base, the OG Leanne Drive. Batting 6th at third base, backup first baseman Teodoro Jensen. He is tense. Batting 7th in center, it is Hieronymus Jackson. Batting 8th in left field is the tense Rolf Borgener. And batting 9th is the pitcher Strikes. Deputy's ready. Here we go. Last one side, grounded up the middle in the first pitch. Under the diving Hurls' glove. That is an infield single. Leadoff man on for the Crocs, and that'll bring up catcher Finley Sosa, hitting .340 with 2 homers and 9 RBIs on the season. Go outside, runner goes in the first pitch. Throw down is late. Easy stolen base for Wanga as he's locked in. Wanga's 4th stolen base this season. He is 4 for 6. 1-0 the count. Change him inside to Sosa. Driven to left center field, and that's going to drive in a run as that's going to one-hop to the fence. And it's going to be a double for Sosa. It is 1-0 Crocodons early. Deputy already in a jam. Here's second baseman Elsa Glenn. High pitch active for her, hitting .333 with a homer and 2 RBIs. First pitch slider away is lined to right field. Right at Mahoney, who makes the catch. 1 down. Next up is the shortstop Mario Mustachio. He is locked in, hitting .293 with 2 homers and 13 RBIs on the season. Former Buzzards player. Fastball away, grounded to short. Soto there, picks it up and fires the first. 2 down as the runner holds at second. Now to bring up OG first baseman for the Crocs, Leanne Drive, the only original starter in the batting lineup from year 1 left on the team. Hitting .250 with 3 homers and 7 RBIs. Slider down in the way is fouled back, 0-1. Fastball inside is grounded to second, right at Hurls. He'll make the play to first, and that will end the inning. Crocs, though, are on the board with the RBI double from catcher Finley Sosa, 1-0 to the bottom of the first. Hurls, Norris, and Mahoney do up against strikes. Backup second baseman Nathaniel Hurls will lead us off. Powers right-hander active for the 6th-year vet, hitting .444 with an RBI on the year. He'll be the first batter to see strikes today. Raul on the year has lost all 3 of his starts coming into this appearance. He's 0-3 with a 7.16 ERA and a 1.71 whip. 13 earned runs given up in 3 appearances, with 16 in the 3rd innings pitched, 24 hits surrendered, 3 homers, 4 walks, and 7 strikeouts. His batting average against is .333 on the season. Strike there, the letters, 0-1. Strikes is a former Moose product, so he used to pitch for the Moose to start the series. Really regressed from a B- all the way down to a C as he's quickly ahead 0-2 here on Hurls. Slider down and in is lined to first. Easy catch for Drive, 1 down. Next up is backup catcher Jaden Norris, hitting .250 with a homer and 3 RBIs on the season. Outside pitch active for Jaden. Change with the knees, 0-1. That's low on the heater, 1-1. Curl down and in is chop foul, 1-2 the count. Fastball away, lined in the center, and that is a base hit for Norris as he capitalizes on the outside pitch. He's on at first with 1 down. We'll bring up right fielder Carter Balls Mahoney, hitting .404 with 2 homers, 13 RBIs for the 6th-year vet. He is the team leader in RBIs this season with 13. Strike up there on the letters, 0-1. Fastball put in, Mahoney lines it softly to left center. Into the sliding glove of Borgner it goes, though. Nice play by Rolfe. 2 down. Gonna bring up Worry Less. Spool Worrymore, hitting .392 with 2 homers and 9 RBIs on the year for the right fielder. He's playing left field today. One of the few starters still in the lineup, along with Doherty and Winkelson. Curveball in the dirt, ball 1. Strike at the knees on the heater, 1-1. Check swing up and in, 2-1 to count. Fastball middle in, turned on by a spool and cracked the left center field, but he just missed it. Jackson going over to the warning track will run it down, and that will end the inning. 1 hit for the Buzzards, but nothing comes of it. To the second, we're down 1-0. Jensen, Jackson, and Borgner do up against Deputy. Leading off is backup first baseman Theodore Jensen. Third baseman today, his 10s, hitting .259 with a homer and 4 RBIs. Fastball up and in is high, ball 1. Change up down and in, chopped to the mound. Deputy off to his right makes the play. On to first, 1 down. That'll bring up 7th-year center fielder Hieronymus Jackson, hitting .206, 4 homers, 12 RBIs. Teammate of Raul strikes. He comes over from the Moose organization. Curveball at the knees, fouled off, 0-1. Fastball up and away, fouled off, 0-2 the count. Change up and in. Chased at strike 3. First punch up for Deputy today, 2 down in the inning. Now to bring up Borgner, left fielder is 10, sitting .226 with 3 homers and 10 RBIs. Slider down and in, strike called, 0-1. Change up and away, fouled back by Rolfe, 0-2 the count. Zoom up and in. Line to left field, Worrymore coming in. It's right at him. He'll make the catch, and that will end the inning. 1-2-3 for Deputy. Bottom 2. We're still down 1-0. Doherty, Macias, and Winkelson do up against strikes. Leading off the inning is first baseman Miriam DDP Doherty. She is locked in, hitting .395, 3 homers and 10 RBIs for the normal first baseman. She is playing third base today. Fastball and away, strike called, 0-1. Curveball down and away, good check on there by Doherty, 1-1. Curveball away, misses outside, 2-1. Curveball middle in, sky by Doherty into right field. Easy play for Wonga, who barely moves, 1 down. Next up is first baseman Atticus Macias, the backup first baseman, hitting .375, 4 RBIs on the season for Atticus. Strike in there at the letters, 0-1. Fastball up and in, line to right center field. That's cracked, but it's going to hang up for Jackson, 2 down. Base is empty for the Wink, hitting .507, 1 homer, 11 RBIs on the year. Wink is second in the batting title race for the league, as he is 12 points behind Valdez from the hot corners, so he needs to play today. Change up inside, misses, ball 1. Change up outside, misses, 2-0. Curveball hangs on the third pitch, is skied to left field off the end of the bat. Right there for it is Borgner, and that will end the inning. To the third, 1, 2, 3 innings for both pitchers. Strikes, Wonga and Sosa do up against Deputy. There's strikes. He is hitless on the season, but he is now locked in after 2 scoreless innings to start his day on the mound. First pitch curveball hangs, and that's grounded up the middle for a base hit. First hit of the year for strikes as he's on to start the inning. Now to bring up Speedy Wonga up next. Right fielder singled his first time up, stole a base, and then scored a run. Fastball up, grounded to third. Doherty makes the play on a hop to second 1, hurls to first, in time double play. Around the horn. 2 down, bases empty for Sosa. He doubled in a run his first time up. Slider down and in, grounded to first. Right at Macias, he'll make the play, tap the bag, and that's going to end the inning. 1 hit in the inning for the Crocs, but it's erased on a double play ball. Another 0 on the board from Deputy. We're still down 1, though. Soto, Deputy, and Harris do up. Or hurls. Jesus, I can't read. And again, it is 3:30 in the morning, so what do you expect? Soto leading off. Rookie shortstop hitting .077 on the year, getting his first at-bat of the game. How many at-bats did it take Soto to get his first hit? 13. It took him 13 chances to finally get a hit. Not much of a hitter. Soto is a defensive utility player, of course, so he's not known for his hitting. Strike at the knees on the heater, 0-1. Fastball up and away, line to first, easy catch for drive, 1 down. Gotta bring up Deputy, pitcher hitting .250 on the year with an RBI. Strike in there on the heater, 0-1. Sliders low, 1-1. Chase the changeup in the knees, 1-2. Fastball up, Deputy pops it up to left. Coming in Borgner, he'll call off Mustachio and make the catch, 2 down. Earl's up next. He's 0 for 1 today. Change up and in is high. Ball 1. Fastball up and in is cracked by Hurls on the line to center, but it's right at Jackson who makes the catch, and that's a 1-2-3 inning. To the 4th inning, we're still down 1-0. Glenn, Mustachio, and Drive do up. Here's Elsa Glenn. She's 0 for 1 today. High pitch active for Glenn here. First pitch curveball down, and the way is low. Ball 1. Receiver down at the knees, fouled back, 1-1. Change it down and away, fouled back, 1-2, the count. Slider down and in, inside, good take, 2-2. Receiver down and in is low, 3-1, or 3-2. Change it middle of the plate, crushed by Glenn into left field, hit pretty well, that's going to hit off the fence. Winmore gets to it quickly. This could be close at second, but she slides in safely. It is a leadoff double. Leadoff woman on for the Crocs in the 4th, and that'll bring up Mustachio, who's 0 for 1 today. There's a fastball down and in, strike called, 0-1. Curveball down, in the dirt, 1-1. Slider up and away, high, 2-1. Receiver down and away is low and outside. 3-1. Change it up and in. Popped up by Mustachio to shallow right. Hurls out for it. Second baseman calling for it. Will make the catch. 1 down. Deputy now locked in. That'll bring him drivers 0 for 1 today. Ball down and away in the first pitch. Check swing strike called at the knees. 0-1. Slider inside. Fouled off. 0-2 as Whiffer activates for drive. Fastball away. Outside. 1-2. Change it down and away. Chop to third. Doherty there. No one covering third, so she'll go to first. 2 down. Glenn reaches third base on the play. That'll bring up Jensen with the RBI chance. He's 0 for 1. First pitch fastball up and in. Strike called. 0-1. Fastball up and away. High and outside. 1-1. Change it down and in. Swung through it. 1-2 the count. Slider down and away. Low. 2-2. Ball down and away. Grounded up the middle of the second. Hurls there on the backhand. Makes the play to first, and that will end the inning as Deputy Strands leadoff double. Bottom 4, we're still down 1. Norris, Mahoney, and Worrymore. Hard lineup coming up for the Buzzards. As we look to break through against Strikes, who's been cruising through 3. Norris leading off. Catchers has the only hit today for us. He is 1 for 1 with a single. Fastball up and in. Strike called. 0-1. Curveball at the knees. Grounded at the middle. Nice diving play by Mustachio. He'll fire to first. 1 down. Next up is Balls Mahoney. He's 0 for 1 today. With the fly out to left center. Strike in there on the heater. 0-1. Heater away. 1-1. Slider up and in. Hard grounder to third, and Jensen picks it cleanly onto first. 2 down. Base is empty for Worry Less. He's 0 for 1 with the fly out to left center. His first time up. Fastball up and in. Turned on by Worrymore. Hits at the same spot. This time a little bit better. Going back, Jackson looking up. It is gone as it lands in the nest over the left center wall. Worrymore crushes an up and in fastball from Strikes for his 3rd homer of the year, and that ties the game up at 1 as he also reaches the 10 RBI milestone this season. That'll bring up DDP. She's 0 for 1 today with a fly out to right. Fastball up high, ball 1. Either way, strike call. 1-1. Fastball at the knees. Doherty turns on it, rips it right center field, hits it pretty well, carrying. It is gone as it lands in the nest. Doherty's 3rd homer in the last 2 games, 4th of the year, and that gives us the lead on back-to-back solo shots. It is now 2-1. Love to see it, and that'll bring up Macias, who's 0 for 1. Strikes is no longer locked in. Fastball away, line to short, easy catch for Mustachio, and that'll end the inning. To the 5th, though, we now have the lead on back-to-back solo homers by Worrymore and Doherty. 2 on the score. Jackson, Borgner, and Strikes 2 up. Here's Jackson. He's 0 for 1 today. Center fielder struck out swinging his first time up. There's his fastball up and in. Foul back, 0-1. Slider up and away. Outside, 1-1. Down and in. Inside and low, 2-1. Receiver down and away. Blew it by him. 2-2 the count. Dribble down and away. Outside, full count. Slider down and in is low, ball 4. First walk of the year from Deputy as Jackson reaches to start the inning. That'll bring up Borgner, who's 0 for 1. Fastball up and in is inside, ball 1. Slider down and away. Low, 2-0. Change up inside, misses, 3-0. Receiver down and in, strike call, 3-1. Ball away. Pulled into right field on the line, right at Mahoney. He'll make the catch, 1 down. That'll bring up the pitcher slot. Here's Strikes. He's 1 for 1 today with a single. There's this changeup up and away. Strikes shows bunt. Takes it back for a strike called. 0-1. Fastball up and in. Bunt shown and pulled back high. 1-1. Curveball away, bunt shown, pulled back outside, 2-1. Slider down and in, bunt is down, just foul, 2-2. Up and in, bunt shown, popped up. Deputy there, fires to first, sacrifice successful, 2 down. Runner in scoring position for Wonga, who has RBI daddy. He's 1 for 2 with a single today. First change it down the way, outside, 1-0. Slider down and in on the next pitch, strike called, 1-1. Zoomer up and away, strike called on the check, 1-2. Curveball down, in the dirt, good block, 2-2. Slider up and in, swing through it, strike 3. Second punch up for Deputy today, and that ends the inning. Bottom 5, it is still 2-1. Winkelson, Soto, and Deputy do up. Wink leading off, he's 0 for 1 today with a fly out to left field. Change up inside is rip foul, 1-1, 0-1. Curveball in the dirt, 1-1. Change up at the knees, pulled foul, 1-2 the count. Change up, pulled foul again, still 1-2. Low slider, 2-2. Chased it high, fouled off though, 2-2. Curveball middle in is pulled foul, still 2-2. Change up and in, pulled foul, still 2-2. Change up low, pulled foul again, still 2-2. Change up and in, pulled foul again, still 2-2. Slider outside, pulled up the middle. Mustachio makes the hop. Play on a hop to first, 1 down. Soto up next, he's 0 for 1 with a pop out to first base. Dribble down and in, strike called, 0-1. Here inside, 1-1. The ball inside misses, 2-1. Fastball up, grounded up the middle. There's Glenn on the backhand to first, 2 down. He's empty for Deputy, he's 0 for 1. Popped out his first time up. Fastball at the knees, Deputy turns on it, lines it well into left, but that hangs up for Borgner. That's going to be a 1-2-3 inning for Deputy. Or 1-2-3 inning for strikes. To the 6th, it is still 2-1. Sosa, Glenn, and Mustachio do up. Here's Sosa, he's 1 for 2 today with an RBI double in his first at bat of the game. First pitch curveball down and the way is low, ball 1. Grounded at the first base last time up. Fastball inside, misses, 2-0. Change it down and in is inside, 3-0. Fastball down and in, line at the middle, base hit for Sosa. His second hit today, he is 2 for 3. That'll bring up Glenn, 1 for 2 today with the double. Lead off first, nothing doing. First pitch curveball down and away. Check swing strike called, 0-1. Lead off first, nothing doing. Change it down and in is low, 1-1. Slider down and away. Check swing low, 2-1. Down and away. Chop foul, 2-2. Down and in, runner goes inside, throw down by Norris. In time to get Sosa as Norris throws him out. Sosa's first attempt to steal this year, he's 0 for 1. Full count pitch coming to Glenn. 1 down in the inning, nobody on. Change it down and away. Bold foul, we'll do it again. Slider down and in. Hit up the middle. Nice diving attempt by Hurls, but it is a seeing eye single. Glenn is on with her first hit of the game, I think. And now bring up Mustachio is 0 for 2. Deputy no longer locked in after back-to-back base hits to start the inning. Four-seamer down and in. Strike called, 0-1. Slider away. Pulled to first on the ground. Macias the second, 1. Soto the second baseman, late fielder's choice. 2 down, Mustachio at first. Here's drive, he's 0 for 2. He got first, nothing doing. Curveball inside on the first pitch, misses, ball 1. Fastball at the knees, foul back, 1-1. Hit off first, nothing doing. Change it down in the way. Grounded up the middle and drive as her second hit of the game. She's 2 for 3. 2 on, 2 down. Here's Jensen. He's 0 for 2 and still tense. Fastball up and in. Jensen takes a check swing strike, 0-1. Curveball down and away. Outside, 1-1. Slider down and in is low, 2-1. Change it down and away. Outside, 3-1. Fastball down and away. Jensen pulls a foul, full count. Slider up and away. Outside, ball 4. Second walk of the game for Deputy. Bases loaded. Here's Jackson, 0 for 1 with the walk. Four-seamer down and in. Lined in the left center, and that is down for a hit. Nicholson comes up diving to save it, getting by him, but that's his 2-run single for Jackson. It is 3-2, Crocs. Orgner up next, 0 for 2 today. First pitch slider up and in. Strike called, 0-1. Change it down and in is low, 1-1. Seamer up and away, outside, 2-1. Slider down and away is low, 3-1. Fastball up and in. Line to third. Doherty picks it on a hop to first. In time to end the inning, but the Crocs do get the lead on the 2-run double by Jackson with the bases loaded and 2 down. 3-2 the score to the bottom of the 6th. Hurls, Norris, and Mahoney do up. Here's Hurls, 0 for 2 today. Looking to get something started against strikes in the 6th inning. Strike up and away, 0-1. The ball low, 1-1. Sliders low, 2-1. Fastball at the knees, ripped hard into right, but it's right at Wanga. 1 down. Next up, Norris. Catcher 1 for 2 today with a single. Slider at the knees, 0-1. Change up inside, almost hits him, 1-1. Slider inside misses, 2-1. Change up inside, pulled foul, 2-2 the count. Fastball middle away, turned on by Norris, pulled into the gap, left center field, hit pretty well. It's carrying off the wall, and that'll be a 1-out double for Norris as he's in scoring position as the tying run. He's now locked in with his second hit. Now to bring up Mahoney, who has flown out twice today. He's 0 for 2. Change up inside, outside misses, ball 1. Sliders outside, 2-0 to Mahoney. Fastball up, he pops it up. Just missed the power swing as strikes off the mound to his left. Makes the catch, 2 down. Warrior up next. He had a solo home run last time up. He is 1 for 2. Slider outside misses, ball 1. Fastball up and away, line to first. 1 hopper to drive and makes the play, and that's going to end the inning. To the 7th, we're down 3-2. Strikes due up first in Wanga and Sosa. Deputy done after 6 innings to start. He gets a quality start, giving up 3 runs, 8 hits, 2 walks, strikes out 2, but unfortunately he is in line for the loss. Good pitching for Deputy, though, as he records another quality start on the season. Strikes up first, he will bat. Deputy is done. Coming on the bullpen for us is going to be left-handed specialist Finley Holcorn, the 2nd-year reliever. Holcorn on the year is 0-1. He has a 2.57 ERA and an 0.71 WHIP. In 5 appearances, he's given up 2 earned runs, 7 innings pitched, 5 hits surrendered, 1 homer, 6 strikeouts, and a batting average against a 192. His record is 0-1 on the season. First pitch fastball down in the way. Chop foul, 0-1. Slider up and in. Chased it 0-2 inside. Change it down and in. Low, 1-2. Ball down in the way. Swing through it, strike 3. First punch up for Holcorn, 1 down. Next up, Wanga, 1 for 3 day for Narube. Switch hitter batting right-handed here. Change up low, check swing strike, 0-1. Forcing up and in. Turned on and lined into right field, hit well. Mahoney retreating is there, makes the catch, 2 down. Next up, Sosa, catcher 2 for 3 today. Double single and an RBI on the score for him. He was thrown in trying to steal second base last time up. Specialist active for Holcorn here. First pitch curveball down and away. Strike called, 0-1. Slider away. Fouled off, 0-2. Change it down and in. Chop foul, we'll do it again. Four-seamer up and away. High, 1-2. Slider away. Fouled off. Four-seamer up and in. Swung through it, strike 3. Second punch out of the inning for Holcorn. He is a 1-2-3 inning. Bottom 7. We're still down 1. Doherty, Macias, and Winkleson do up. Doherty leading off. DDP hit a home run last time up. She is 1 for 2. Still locked in. Facing the now locked in. The strikes again. Fastball on the way is high. Ball 1. Low. 2-0. Changeups outside. Strike called. 2-1. Fastball up. Hard grounder to short. Right at Mustachio though. 1 down. Next up Macias. He's 0 for 2 today. Check swing slider inside. Misses. Ball 1. Macias has lined out the shortstop and flown out to right center. Fastball outside. 2-0. Change it down and in. Strike called. 2-1. Fastball up and in. Lined at the middle. Past the diving Mustachio. That is a base hit. First hit for Macias. He is 1 for 3. Strike's no longer locked in, and that'll bring up Winkleson, who's grounded out and flown out today. He's 0 for 2. Fastball at the knees, strike called, 0-1. Change up at the knees, 0-2. Fastball middle in, line to third, right at Jensen for the second out. Unlucky there. Strike's locked in again, and that'll bring up Soto. Shortstop's 0 for 2 today. Slider's low, ball 1. Change up hangs, pulled foul, 1-1 to count. Curveball at the knees, skied by Soto to center, right at Jackson. He'll make the catch, and that will end the inning. To the 8th, we're still down 1. Glenn, Mustachio, and Drive do up. Hard to line up to face Holcorn. Glenn 2 for 3 today, has a double and a single on the scorecard. First pitch fastball away. Check swing strike called, 0-1. Curveball down, low, 1-1. Slider down and in. Check swing strike called, 1-2. Down and away. Lined in the hole to second. Nice diving play by Hurls, but it's past him into right. Leadoff single for Glenn. Third hit for Elsa today. She is 3 for 4, and that'll bring up Mustachio. 0 for 3 day for Mario, and he has Specialist working against him here. Fastball away. Check swing strike, 0-1. Change it down and in. Swung through it, 0-2. Slider down and away. Chop the second. Hurls charges, flips the second 1. Soto to first. Just late. Fielder's choice, 1 down. Mustachio tense, and that'll bring up Drive. 1 for 3 with a single. Get off first, nothing doing. First pitch curveball down and in. Chopped up the middle. Hurls dives, makes the stop. Plays the first. 2 down. Runner at second. Here's Jensen, 0 for 2 with a walk. Walk last time at the plate. First pitch four-seamer down in the way. Fools him as it blows him by him, 0-1. Change up and in. Fouled off, 0-2. Curveball down and in. Chop to third. High hopper to Doherty. She'll make the play to first. 1-2. That's going to end the inning for Holcorn as he puts up another 0. Bottom 8. We're still down 1. Holcorn leads off, so that's pinch hitter, then Hurls and Norris. Leading off Holcorn, who's locked in. He's also batting 1 for 1 on the year, but he will not be batting here as we need a base hit to start the day. Really needs someone to light a fire under us. We are going to go with Big Country off the bench. Buck Swiner, left fielder, is high pitch active, hitting .355. Team leader in home runs with 4, and he has 8 RBIs. High pitch active here, facing his old teammate Raul. Both played on the Moose. Hangs a curveball on the first pitch. Into the right field it goes, but it's right at Wonga. What are the odds? Next up, Hurls is 0 for 3 today. We will pinch hit for the second baseman as head of the Class Diaz comes off the bench to pinch hit. He's hitting .355, 2 homers, 12 RBIs on the year. Change up at the knees, pulled foul, 0-1. Change up at the knees again. This time it's lined to left center, but that is down in front of Jackson for a hit. Diaz on with his first hit as a pinch hitter. Strikes down to neutral, and that'll bring up backup catcher Jade Norris, 2 for 3 today with a double and a single. And that'll do it for strikes as he goes 7 1/3 innings, giving up 2 earned runs. This double switch is happening here. Jensen is exiting as Ralph Blue comes in to play shortstop, which will move Mustachio over to third. And coming out of the bullpen is second-year reliever Cosmo Bonilla, who is locked in. Cosmo on the year has no record, a 0.73 ERA and a 1.54 whip. In 9 appearances, he's given up 1 earned run, 12 1/3 innings pitched, 15 hits surrendered, 4 walks, and 8 strikeouts. Batting average against the 300 on the year for Cosmo. Getting back to Raul, he leaves after 7 1/3 innings, giving up only 6 hits, no walks, and only 2 earned runs on 2 solo homers. A quality start for Raul. Even if the runner on first scores, he only gives up 3 runs. Worst he can do is a no decision. Best case scenario, he's in line for the win. Bonillo coming out of the bullpen locked in, possibly looking for a 5-out save. We'll see. Locked in Bonilla versus locked in Norris. Cutter in there at the letters, 0-1. Swing through it at the letters, 0-2. Cutter down in the way, skied to right center by Norris. That's hanging up for Jackson, though, to make the catch. 2 down. That is going to bring up Carter Mahoney, who's 0 for 3. Right fielder looking for his first hit today. Strike there at the knees, 0-1. Fastball low from Bonilla, 1-1. Heater up and in, 2-1. Fastball at the knees, grounded up the middle, base hit for Mahoney as he finds his first hit of the game. He's now 1 for 3. Diaz draws the throw and hangs on at second. Tying run at second, winning go-ahead run at first. Here's Worrymore, 1 for 3 with a home run as Worry less looking to drive in some runs. Fastball inside, ball 1. Fastball down the middle is fouled off, out of play, 1-1. Fastball away, line to first. Drive is there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. Okay, so we are going to double switch here. We're going to take Mahoney out, leave Swiner in to play left, and then we are going to bring in long reliever. We're going to bring in Pewter base, actually. We're going to go to him. We're taking Mahoney out. As Swiner will come on, and we'll switch him with Worrymore. To the 9th, we're down 3-2 still as Jackson leads off. 7, 8, 9 due up for the Crocs here. Jackson 1 for 2 today. He singled in 2 runs last time up. He's also walked. Swiner will come and stay in the game as well as Diaz. Diaz stays at second. Swiner's going to move to left, and Worrymore's going to move to right. Peter Bass now coming on the mound. He's making his 6th appearance of the year. He has no record, a 3 ERA and an 0.89 whip, 3 earned runs given up in 5 appearances, 2 saves recorded, 9 innings pitched, 8 hits surrendered, 2 homers, 7 strikeouts, and a batting average against .235. We're going to keep this a 1-run game to the 9th. Fastball in high, ball 1. Slider up and away, swung through it, 1-1. Two-seamer inside. Turned on by Jackson, line to right. Worrymore right there, makes the catch, 1 down. Next up, Bordner, who's 0 for 3, intense still. First pitch curveball away from base. Lined up the third base line. Fair ball past the diving Doherty. That is a nicely placed hit. Bordner on with a 1-out single. He's now back to neutral, 1 for 4 today, and that'll bring up shortstop Ralph Blue. Came on as part of the double switch last inning, hitting 143 with a homer, 3 RBIs on the season. First pitch curveball down in the way. Grounded up the middle. Diaz dives, makes the stop, flips the second 1. On to first Soto, just late. 2 down, runner at first for Wonga, 1 for 4 with a single today. First pitch two-seamer away, fouled off, 0-1. Fastball down, fouled off, 0-2. Game man active for base here. Two-seamer up and in. Chased it, strike 3, first punch over base, and that ends the inning. Bottom 9, we are down by 1. We need a rally. Doherty, Macias, and Winkelson, 5, 6, and 7 due up. Doherty leading off, 1 for 3 today with a solo homer. Still locked in as she looks to find her place here. Bonilla going for the 5-out save as that slider is in the dirt at the knees, called a strike, going 1. Fastball inside is chased and fouled off, 0-2. Fastball in the dirt, grounded back to the mound. Bonilla makes the play, 1 down. Next up, Macias, 1 for 3 today with a single. Cutter inside, strike called, 1. Fastball at the knees, hitting on the line, left field deep. Macias hits it well. Back of the fence, Borgner, it hits off the wall ahead of him, and he plays the carom. It is a double for Macias as the tying runs in scoring position with 1 down. Winkelson due up next is 0 for 3 today. Who do we have on the bench? Shoei, we have Oliver, and we have Manning. I do like Oliver. A pinch hit with him for Soto, definitely. Okay, we need Winkelson to bat, though. I don't have anyone else who can play center. Winkelson 0 for 3 today, looking to come through. Fastball high, ball 1. Fastball inside, check swing, 1-1. Heater outside, 2-1. Fastball up and in, hit in the ground to first, 1 hopper to drive, and makes the play. Herself, 2 down, runner to third. That'll bring up the rookie Soto, who's 0 for 3. We will pinch hit. Coming off the bench is normal catcher, Burn Oliver, who has RBI man active. 391 average, 9 RBIs on the season for Oliver, looking for number 10 to keep us in the game. They're going to tie it up. Tying run at third. Let's see what he can get it done against Bonilla. Fastball in the dirt, ball 1. Slider at the knees, lined by Oliver to center field, hit pretty well, but it's right at Jackson, who's going to make the catch, and that's going to end the game as the Crocs win 3-2 in the regular season finale, ending our 5-game winning streak. You know what? It was a close game. That's more than I expected. I did expect a loss, though, given the fact we were starting all of our bench players today, just to get them some playing time before the end of the year. 3-2 the final. Kept it close. Deputy pitched well. He just didn't have the offense to support him today. Raul Strikes actually pitched well because he wasn't facing our top-tier lineup, so. Hitless today for the Crocs. Mustachio, Jensen, as well as Blue. 2 RBIs today for Hieronymus Jackson on the 2 RBI single there in the 6th inning, which ended up being the winning hit. And then Sosa had an RBI double back in the 1st inning. On our side, hitless today were Hurls, Winkelson, Soto, Burnout, Deputy, and Swiner. RBIs today on back-to-back solo homers by Worrymore and Doherty in the 4th inning, as they gave us a short-lived 2-1 lead. Winning pitcher is Raul Strikes, 7 1/3 innings for the veteran, gets his first win of the year, improves to 1-3 on the quality start, giving up 6 hits, 2 earned runs on 2 solo homers, and getting the 5-out save is reliever Cosmo Bonilla, giving up 2 hits in an inning and 2/3, his first save of the year, finishes with an ERA on the season under 1. On our side, Deputy, 6 innings, quality start, 8 hits, 3 earned runs, 2 walks, 2 strikeouts. He falls to 2-1 though. Holcorn, 2 innings pitched out of the pen, giving up a hit, striking out 2. Good pitching for him, and Base a clean inning out of the 9th, giving up only a hit, striking out a batter. Player of the game is Raul Strikes for the quality start, followed by Doherty and Worrymore with their home runs. Tough loss there, but it is what it is. Nothing you can do about it, just got to keep plugging along. Still, good year all around. We do finish the regular season at 11-5, so we will be the number 1 seed no matter what. We now just need to see how things shake out in the last 3 sim games. Looking around the league, Luke Michaels is released by the Freebooters for Steve O. Reeves. Amos Slayer released by the Moonstars for Dominic Castillo. Emily Knight signs to the Moonstars as they cut Nora Holmes. Freebooters cut Braun Thunderchump as they bring in Dusty Winder. Smack Avery to the Sawteeth as they cut Chico Lapata. Sawteeth sign Randy Mann as they cut Jackie Slam. And the Freebooters sign Grump Everbright, cutting Durr Neverwalker. Sawteeth sign Lana Rhymes, cutting Maximo Primo. Brian Lloyd to the Wild Pigs as they replace Maggie Rags to upgrade their bench slot for the playoffs. And the Freebooters cut Immaculate Spectacular, bringing in Mindy Marshwater. We also have Paxton Griffith getting an upgrade here. He gets +5 velo. He is now maxed out in the velo category on a random roll. You love to see it. Alrighty, so let us sim the last 3 games here in the regular season to see how the playoff standings will shake up in our conference. Wide Loads beat up on the Overdogs 9-1 in their final game of the season. Heaters shut out the Platypi 6-0. And the Grapplers win 7-4, giving them the division lead as they will be the 2 seed and the Platypi will be the 4. So we will be taking on the Platypi in the first round, whereas the Crocs, who won the last game, are now the 3 seed at 10-6. They will take on the Grapplers. Okay, nice to not play the Grapplers for the 3rd straight year in round 1. Alrighty, so let us look at player development options here. See what we want to use. Alright, so we still have the contact for Diaz. It's a solid upgrade. Contact for Swiner, that would be nice, but these are really expensive. Holcorn could use the velocity, not gonna lie, that would be a good upgrade for him. Good chance to get composed for Salgado as well. Ooh, okay. Soto could use the hitting. Okay, these are a lot of good ones. I don't like this one for Macias. I do like this one for Swiner, but it is really expensive, and I kind of want to upgrade as many players as possible, plus he is 28. So this one for Diaz I love, but again, can't really upgrade a lot of people with that. So, alright, if I do this, what do I have left over? I don't think I have enough. Let's do this one for Holcorn first and see what we have left, because this is a really cheap one, and he needs the velocity. That's like his main weakness. Gets the 2 and 1 junk, okay. Alright, so we don't have enough to get this one for Salgado, which is the one I love. So, but we do have enough to get this one for Soto and this one for Macias, so we can do all 3 of them. Soto only going to get the 1 power, 31, only the 6 speed up to 69, nice, and loses 556. He's up to a B overall though, good job for the rookie. And we'll do Macias with this last upgrade. Gonna get the 2 speed and the 1 arm. 59 and 63, love to see it, still a B. Alright, there we go, upgrade some guys. Alright, let's take a look at league leaders to see who wins MVP. Drumroll please. It is Jovita Pulo, as Bonventre, despite having a solid year, only finishes 10th in that department. Wow, that is disconcerting. Thought she had a good chance at it. Pulo goes 0.63, 0.73 whip, and a 1.68 average, batting average against with 28 and 2/3 innings pitched, 27 strikeouts, and she pitched for the Blowfish this season. Only going 1-0, but apparently that's good enough to win MVP. Okay. Even though Bonventre was, you know, 4-0, ERA under 2, but, that's what the game values more. Same innings pitched. Yeah, okay. And anyone else from our team? No. Alright. Batting title goes to Valdez, as Winkelson was 0 for 4 in that game, so he drops down to 479, but he does still finish 2nd. Mahoney finishes 6th, Oliver 7th, and Worrymore 8th in that category. Nobody in the home run league, as we didn't hit more than 4 homers as a player. No player on our team hit more than 4 homers this year, so they don't even crack the top 10. Nobody got more than 13 RBIs on the year. Winkelson finishes 2nd in on-base percentage. Worrymore finishes 8th in slugging, and 9th in on-base and slugging combined. Hits on the year, Winkelson leads the league in hits with 34. Runs scored, Winkelson is tied for 2nd in the league. With stolen bases, he also tied for the lead, but he was also caught stealing the most with 5. Bonventre leads the league in wins, going 4-0. Nobody in the ERA category for us. Nobody in the saves category. Our highest count was 2, and that was base. He's tied for 9th. Whip, Alex Salgado finishes 4th. Rookie had a nice solid campaign. He probably contends for Rookie of the Year. Opponent batting average, nobody there. Strikeouts, Jude Hokey finishes 3rd in the league behind Woodrow and Pops. Strikeouts per 9, Hokey finishes in 7th. Bonventre for walks per 9 is 3rd, Hokey is 4th, and Deputy is 5th, with Salgado finishing tied for 9th as a reliever. Strikeout to walk ratio, Hokey finishes 2nd, Bonventre is in 6th place, and Salgado is 8th, with Deputy in 10th. Not bad. Solid year for the pitching department. We had a solid year hitting, everyone was consistent. Let's look at free agents. Do we want to sign anybody before the playoffs that we can afford? Looking at the team, love Buck, love Wink, love Worrymore, love Diaz, love Shoei. I don't see anybody I honestly want to replace this. Everybody has improved up to a B overall at least. So offensively, I think we're good. Only thing we need to avoid is using Soto as a batter. We need to definitely use him as a fielder only, so I would not expect him to pinch hit it all off the bench in the playoffs. And then over here in the pitching department, I actually love all of our pitchers, especially Salgado and Holcorn, who pitched really well this year, despite being the lowest rated on our team at B-minuses. So I have no complaints or plans to replace anybody. We have a nice young team, a nice core that we've built around here for the last few seasons. I think we've got a good shot to get our second championship. Let's go ahead and jump into the playoffs and give you a preview of how it's going to look next time out. Yep, we did make the playoffs again. We are the top seed this time as we win the division. I'm going to take a look back here actually. How many years did we win the division? We didn't win it in year 6. We didn't win it in year 5 either. We didn't make the playoffs in year 4. Year 3 we didn't win it. I think we won the division in years 1 and 2. Let me check real quick. Yeah, we won it in year 1. And we won it in year 2. Yep. So this is our 3rd division title in 7 seasons. Not bad. And it's also our 6th playoff appearance out of 7 years. So that's a good start. So yeah, playoff preview, this is what it looks like. In the first round for us, we'll take on the bottom-seeded Platypi, who finished at 9-7. Grapplers will be the 2 seed at 9-7, taking on the 10-6 Crocodons, who are the 3 after they beat us in the final game of the regular season. On the other side, Wild Pigs win the tiebreaker over the Hot Corners at 11-5. They'll be the 1 seed against the 4 seed Sandcats, who finish at 9-7. And for the Blowfish, they'll be the 2 seed at 9-7, facing off against the 11-5 Hot Corners, who are the 3 seed. That is your playoff picture, and that is what we will have going for us next episode as we jump into the playoffs. I'm going to go ahead and set the lineup here real quick and then call it a day. Alrighty, so for the playoffs, leading off will be Winkleson over at third base, fully rested finally for the first time all season, as he was tired for most of it after that 16-inning marathon game. He never sat out a game and he kept playing. Batting second, head of the class, Diaz. Batting third at center is Worry Bless, Spool Worrymore. Batting fourth out in left field, Buck Big Country Swiner. Batting fifth, Burnout Burn Oliver, the catcher. Batting sixth, shortstop Jameer Shoei. Batting seventh, right fielder Carter Balls Mahoney. And batting eighth is the first baseman Miriam DDP Doherty. On the bench for us will be Norris, Hurls, Macias, Manning, and Soto. And on the mound for us in Game 1, it is going to be Jude Hokey, as I am not going to send Griffith out there in Game 1. So Hokey will be the pitcher in Game 1. Other than that, that's all I got for you guys. It was a tough loss today, 3-2. Good pitchers duel though. Offense just didn't really show up with all the backups playing, but hey, it was nice to give them some playing time, even though it did cost us our winning streak. And it did allow the Crocodons to be the 3 seed, but that means we don't have to play the Crocodons in the first round, so that's good. If you made it this deep in the video, guys, thank you so much. Appreciate you sticking around, listening to me rambling on for about an hour about the, baseball and whatnot. If you haven't already, hit the follow button down below here on Twitch to be notified next time I go live. And if you haven't already on YouTube, leave a like, leave a comment, and subscribe to the channel. Link to Twitch in the description below, and I'll catch you in the next episode. Until then, this is the Nasty One, signing off.